Hello students, I hope you have started with the topic Heron's formula and we are done a few questions of exercise 12.2. In that exercise 12.1 was almost covered in the notes as well as in the worksheet. So hopefully I think only one formula is there main in this chapter, that is S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C under the root, where S is called the semi-perimeter, that is equal to A plus B plus C upon 2, and A, B, C are the three sides of the triangle. Now we have started in the previous lecture. I have given the video link to you. In that we have started with a few problems, not only of the triangles, but we have taken a few problems of the quadrilateral, and now today also we are taking the extension of this formula for other figures. For example, let's take for rhombus here, rhombus as well as parallelogram, and then we are taking it for the trapezium also. So different types of quadrilaterals can also be covered with the help of Heron's formula. Heron's formula is not only limited to triangles. It means it has a lot of extension for other shapes also. So one by one we are taking that. Let's come to that. Here is our first topic. The topic is in the form of a question. I have taken a figure rhombus here. A rhombus shaped field has grass for 15 cows to graze. Here is our rhombus, and in rhombus you know very well that all four sides of the rhombus are equal. So here is the first side, that is AB is 30 meter, BC is the second side, CD is the third side, and AD is the fourth side. So all these four sides of rhombus are always equal, and diagonal is also given to you as 48. So if it is 30 meter, I hope the other side is also 30 meter. So this is 30 meter, and now children, our target is to only find the area of a triangle. The area of a triangle we are going to find, and since the diagonal of this figure is dividing the figure into two exactly equal parts, that means the area of ABC is equal to area of ADC. Once again listen carefully, area of ABC will be equal to area of ADC. So we are just going to find the area of only one triangle. So let's have Heron's formulas application for this question. Here we are starting solution. The given figure is a rhombus. So let's take in triangle ABC. What is A? The first side is 30 meter. What is B? It is also 30 meter because all the sides of a rhombus are equal. So A is 30, B is 30, and what is C? C is the diagonal. So C is nothing but 48 meter. So these are the three sides. Let's now go for S. S is equal to A plus B plus C upon 2. Semi-perimeter. So 30 plus 48 upon 2. When you plus all these, it is equal to 108 upon 2. And if you do the cutting, it will be equal to 54. So this is your C. So we have obtained, this is your S, semi-perimeter. So we have obtained S also in that. Now let's find the area of triangle ABC by Heron's formula. You can write by Heron's formula, that is equal to area of triangle ABC is equal to S into S minus A, S minus B into S minus C, and all in the under root or in the square root. So this was the main formula to be used in this exercise. So let's put the values. What is your S? S is 54. Bracket 54 minus A was 30. So put it there. Then again 54 minus B, that is again 30. 54 minus C, that is 48. So all these to be included in the root. Once again, if you solve it, we have 54 into, when you minus this, it will be 24. Again 24. Again, what do you get? 6 in the root and under the root. Now children, you can go for the prime factorization here, or if I'll tell you one trick also here. One small trick is here. Now 54 can be written as 9 into 6, and we have 1 6 here also, so I'm making that pair also, so it's completing the pair of 6. And 24, my 24 and 24 is already in the pair. Now what is left? 9. So in the next pair I can write 9 as 3 into 3 into 6 into 6 into 24 into 24 under the root. So here I have all the pairs. When I have all the pairs, I can take any one factor out of that. So 3 has come out, 6 has come out, 24 has come out. So it's equal to 72 into 6, and that is equal to 6 to the 12, 1 carry, 6 4 the 6 7 the 42 plus 1 43. So 432 meter square. This much area will be grazed by how many? By 18 cow. But this is the area not to be grazed by 18 cow. It is double of that, because see here, we have found the area for, we just found the area for one triangle, but the 18 cows are grazing in the whole field. So in order to obtain that, we will do the double of this area. So 432 was the area of one, so let's do the double of that. So we can say that area of rhombus is equal to area grazed by how many cows? 18 cows, and that is equal to 2 into 432 meter square. So it is equal to 2 to the 4, 2 3 the 6, 2 4 the 8. So 864 meter square of the area will be grazed by the cows. That means 18 cow. Can you tell me what will be the area grazed by one cow? Each cow or one cow, that is equal to 864 upon 18. And if you do the cutting, 2 9 the 18, again it is 432. And if you do the cutting again, it will be 9 4 the 36, 7 9 8 the 72. So 48 meter square is the area grazed by each cow. I hope this is the answer for the question. So we are done. How nicely we are done for that. And like means the problem was to find the area of the rhombus. So for that, what we are doing, we are just finding the area of one triangle and doing the double of that, because area of both the triangles will be same, because diagonal of the rhombus is the shape which divide the whole figure into exactly two equal parts. So we are going to find the area of one triangle and we are going to do the double of that. So that is the area grazed by 18 cows, and in order to find area grazed by one cow, we will divide the whole answer by 18. Now we are going to take the next shape, that is how to obtain the area of a quadrilateral in which we are given the sides. So we are not doing it completely, but I am just giving you the detail for that only. So question number, this is question number 2 or question number 2, and I am going to give you a quadrilateral. We have a quadrilateral ABCD. So I am making it roughly because no angle is mentioned in that. So I am just doing it for area of the quadrilateral ABCD. Let's have the sides A, B, C and D. Children, now in that quadrilateral we are given AB as 3 centimeter and BC as 4 centimeter. Then we are given CD as again 4 centimeter and DA as 5 centimeter and AC as 5 centimeter. How can you get AC? We can join AC as the diagonal, and This is our 5 centimeter again. Now see children, this problem is so easy for you. See, this is a quadrilateral ABCD. How to get area ABCD? How can you get the area of that? Can you tell me which two triangles can you see here? Here we have triangle ABC and another triangle is ACD. So see children, very easily you can obtain here. Here you know all three sides in this triangle. A is 3, B is 4, C is 5. So we can find the area of this triangle by Heron's formula. Similarly, see the other triangle ACD. A is 5, B is 4, C is 5. We can again use Heron's formula for that. And once we obtain both the areas, we can add them. In this way, we are able to find the area of ABCD. So I hope this is quite clear. That means the quadrilateral can be split into two triangles and we can find the area of each triangle by Heron's formula. Children, once again I'm alarming you here in certain type of question in which one of the angle is 90 degrees. So there you can use Pythagoras theorem in order to obtain the diagonal. So certain problems have been given in your NCERT book or in the example portion over there. So we can do in that way also. Now I hope you are able to do this. So now I'm taking another question. Question number 3. A problem for you. I have a triangular tile. The triangular tile is given to me. The dimensions are 9 centimeter, 28 centimeter, and the third dimension is 35 centimeter. So these are the three dimensions of the triangle. And now these are the three sides of the triangle. In fact, we are given, I can just label it as PQR if I want to label. And now here A is 9, B is 28 and C is 35, all dimensions in centimeters. So the problem is quite clear. I think the all three sides are given, and in this question you are being asked to find the area of how many tiles. Means this type of tiles we have how many tiles? 16 tiles. And we are also to obtain the cost per centimeter square. We are given 50 paise as the cost per centimeter square for that. So in this case, now see what is the problem. The problem is we are given the three sides of the triangle. So we are going to find area of one tile. How can we obtain that? By using Heron's formula, S into S minus A, S minus B and S minus C under the root. S you know very well that sum of all three sides and divided by 2. That you can do because I have explained this type of problem so many times. So we are going to obtain the area of one tile, then multiply this area by 16 and whatever answer comes over there, since what was the cost? 50 paise. So you can change it into rupees as 1 rupees is equal to 100 paise. So 50 paise will be equal to 50 upon 100, that is equal to half rupees. Okay, so whatever the area of one tile comes, you are going to multiply by 16 and then multiply further the cost by half, that will be in the rupees. So I hope all these three problems are clear to you. So in the next video now I am taking as the very important question from exercise 12.2, that is the last question, which is in the shape of a trapezium. I hope it is clear to you, because nothing but only we have done the application of our Heron's formula. Very beautifully it can be applied for finding the area of different shapes. Children, nothing is difficult in this. Only three sides you need to take care. What is A, what is B, what is C, and then you have to go for the other things. You have to be very careful in certain examples, as might be possible you are given sometimes that it is an isosceles triangle. So what is an isosceles triangle? Whose two sides are equal. So obviously two are equal, then third we can also obtain from there, and then we can utilize again to find Heron's formula. With the help of Heron's formula, we are able to find the area of that triangle also. Okay, and now only a bit of equilateral triangles area, a bit I am explaining. Suppose my next problem means fourth problem is like this, that area of equilateral triangle is given to you. Suppose as I'm taking it as equal to 36 root 3 meter square, and find the perimeter. What about this type of question? How will you go for that? Children, as I uploaded one video link in the previous lecture, and you must be knowing that area of the equilateral triangle, I have told you the formula for that also. What is the formula for the area of equilateral triangle? When we derived that, it was equal to under root 3 upon 4a square. This was equal to area of equilateral triangle. So we are writing it as under root 3 upon 4a square is equal to, what is the area given to us now in the question? It is 36 root 3. So I am equating this area with the given area in the question. Now children, see both sides. Can you see something common? Yes. What is common over there? I think your root is common. So cut that. When we cut the root from there, what are we left? A square is equal to 36 into 4 will be cross multiplied. And if you have to find 8, then take the square root of that. Do you know what is the square root of 36? It is 6. What is the square root of 4? It is 2. So 6 to the 12. 12 meter is the side of equilateral triangle. And now, once we are done with this, we have to obtain the perimeter of the triangle. How can we obtain? Perimeter of equilateral triangle is nothing but 3 into side. So 3 into 12, that is equal to 36 meter. So this type of problem can also be solved. Children, I am once again explaining to you here, nothing new was there, only the application of area of equilateral triangle was main highlight. So please learn this formula also, that area of the equilateral triangle is equal to under root 3 upon 4 a square. And in certain books or in certain reference books, you are given the value of under root 3 also, that is 1.732. Okay, so you can remember this value also. In certain questions, if it is to be filled, you can fill it, but I think if it is not given to you, then you can leave your answer with that also. So kindly go through these topics nicely, and I think you are able to do each and every sum of this chapter. Okay, all the best, and complete that work in the fair notebook also. Children, I have a lot of queries from the students that how we are going to complete our work in notebook. Some children are thinking that they have to only complete worksheet. It's not like that. Worksheets you must do, but with that also, notes are also to be noted in the notebook. So if because of any reason you have not noted the previous notes, please, whatever notes I am providing, you can note that in the notebook also. Thank you.